Welcome back to Casual Bias Rugby. If you're wondering what's so dark in the room, it's this beautiful thing called load shedding. So, the squad has been announced, and I gotta say, I'm very disappointed with the Springboks. You can't be announcing a squad when you know everyone's at the gym. Couldn't pump out a video immediately, feeling very disappointed, but why am I excited to see this team. Without any further ado, let's get into it. As always, starting off with the front row, we got Oxenche, Bongi Manambi, and Vincent Koch. So we got one wrong in our predicted lineup. I think I was going for Trevor Nyakana, but Vincent Koch gets his first start in about 1 billion years. Very excited to see it. Of course, I don't think we'll have too much trouble going up against the Romanians at scrum time. That's the one good thing that I think Romania did against Ireland was their physicality. When it comes to their scrums. But I mean, these boys, they aren't scared of anyone. Of course, Bongi Manambi, captain as well. Moving on to the locks, you got John Klein making his return. So the little niggle that he had has recovered miraculously. And Marvin Ori, the forgotten one, in that number 5 jersey, of course, beautiful. I mean, most of these guys start for any other nation. The squad depth when it comes to our forwards are absolutely insane. It's almost unfair, to be honest. And I'm not saying this from cockiness. It's proud. It's more being very proud. We're going on. Kwagga Smith, Dwayne Vermeulen, Mark van Staden, Kwagga Smith, and Dwayne Vermeulen. I mean, that would be a nightmare. If your backline decides to run the ball, you don't want to be tackled, because each and every one of those three just snaps up the ball when it comes to the breakdown. Scary, very scary. I love the fact that Kwagga's back in the team. I mean, I expected him to play. I want to see him in every single game of us. First name on the team sheet, going straight to the bench. Marco van Staden had a bit of a quiet game when he came on against Scotland, but after all, we all know the class he has. Brilliant player. And Dwayne Vermeulen in the AG, the experience. I'm so flabbergasted that he isn't captain. I was expecting him to be captain. I know Bongi's a good captain, part of the leadership group. But I mean, when you play Dwayne Vermeulen and Sia's not on the field, he should always be captain. But I mean, it doesn't really change what's going to happen in the game, to be fair. Moving on to the back line, and this is where the exciting part comes. Kobus Reinach, as expected. Damian Willems goes into that 10 jersey. Brilliant partnership, running partnership. And then the exciting part, you got Andre Esreis and Caden Moody. I mean, you could probably say both of them are going to have a classy game. Just try and cut open the Romanian defense. Both of them love running the ball. On the wings, you got Makazolo Mapimpi. And surprise, surprise, you got Grant Williams, probably the fastest guy in the team, on the wing. I actually laughed in my dad's face when he said, listen, he feels Grant Williams is going to start, but on the wing. He's actually starting on the wing. I can't believe it, but I mean, sure, why not? Why not? And then, of course, you have the assist master, Willie Leroux himself. And that is it for the starting 15. I don't even want to go into too much depth about it. I mean, it's fully rotated, and it's Romania, after all. Moving on to the replacements. I mean, people were rolling their eyes, including myself. Why are we choosing 4 scrum halves? There's no way you play 4 scrum halves throughout the tournament. Well, they've decided to not just shut me up, but shut everyone up and play 4 scrum halves in the whole team. The whole team. I mean, you got Dion Fourie, Steven Kitshoff, and Trevor Nyakana. Of course, I heard Malcolm Marx might be going for scans, which is not good. It makes my heart pump a bit faster. But Dion Fourie, we know he's actually a Lucy, but he did always play in the hooker position. He has come out to say he doesn't like it. It's going to be interesting where he comes on, to be fair. But if you can play Bongi throughout, just play him throughout and put Dion Fourie onto the Lucy's position. Okay, let's not mess about here. Okay, then Ergis Snyman, Jasper Wiese, 5-3 split, and that is it. I love it. Of course, I said I predicted Ergens Snyman to be on the bench because we don't have another lock except for Eben Etzebeth, and there's no way that I'm playing him against Romania. Let's be serious. Of course, he has Previsa as well on the bench for in case Dwayne Vermeulen can't make it to the 80. And then you got Jaden Enrichster. So he's going to slot on onto the field for Kobus Reinach. Faf de Klerk's going to slot onto the field in the fly-off position. Now, I know there's been talks about it. It's going to be very interesting. He's going to come onto the fly-off position in the spot of Damian Willemse, unless he comes on for Willie Leroux and Damian slots into the fullback position. But we're going to see Faf in that 10 jersey. Crazy. I want to see what the guy's defense is like when he goes into that 10 jersey. Because I know Mani is a good defender, but he doesn't rush up in the fence. For Faf to not rush up in the fence is like... I can't even think. It's just inevitable. It's impossible. Okay? It's like dopamine for him. And then, of course, you got Jesse Creel on the bench as well. That's for maybe replacing the likes of Grant Williams. And then Moody switches to the wing position and Creel goes into outside centre. Let me know what you think about it. I mean, can't look too much into it. I mean, this literally feels like they said, listen, okay, we're going to go on the field, throw it around, see what happens, Fiji play style. See you next time.